Hi, Taurus. Welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I have been missing for a little while due to moving and some family loss and some personal issues, but I am now back again, and I am doing the 12 zodiacs for the month of May. So we are welcoming in our Taurian season. And we're going to take a look today at love and romance for you for the month of May. So let's get it started, shall we? Love and romance for Taurus for the month of May, Spirit. Love and romance. So take a moment to think of the person on your mind. And we're going to take a look at past, present, and future energies. And then we're going to take a look at their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions, and their next action. Then we will follow up the reading with messages from your person. And we'll take a look at what else? Advice from Spirit. How's that? All right. All right, Spirit. Past, present, and future energies between Taurus and their person. All right. Past energies. Wow. Current energy. Oh, I gotta take that one out. And future energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. All right, Taurus, look at you showing up in your own reading. Let me look and make sure everything's in view. Yep, I think we got it. All right. I'm going to get a second deck here to do clarifiers. What do I want to use? I think I will use... I'll just use another Rider-Waite. All right. So before I do clarifying, it looks to me here like your person experienced some kind of an ending. They're working on themselves. It feels like there was a major life lesson for your person. Because the world is, it's the end of a cycle. Now, we operate on many, many cycles in our life. Career cycles, relationship cycles, family dynamics. But whatever this is, and I will clarify it, it appears to me like there's something that your person experienced suddenly. Now, if it's spiritual, it could be awakening. This person could be, because we do have the Hanged Man in the current energy, and sometimes that's a spiritual awakening. But with the Nine of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment. This is something this person, even though it was abrupt, they're seeing it as something positive. Now, this could have been between you and them, or this could have been something in their own personal life. Like I said, I'm going to do a clarifier. I apologize for the outdoor noise. It's very warm in my new place. And so I opened the window to get some fresh air. So your person is showing up as the King of Pentacles. And in the past, something happened here that they either learned a lesson and closed out a cycle. It was disruptive, but it disrupted something, I think, necessary, because it's moving them toward this new beginning, or this offer, or it's going to take a little while. I mean, we're asking about the month of May, okay? So I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of indulgence with this card too. We'll take a look at that. So in the current energy, this person is trying to see things differently. They're looking at things from a different point of view. They're being shown things. They're being enlightened. I also think of the Hanged Man as the caterpillar in the chrysalis. But the Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's, I miss you. I'm thinking about the past. I'm there, it's connected. It's soulmate energy. This could be somebody you knew as a child. It could be somebody you dated when you were younger. Or it could be a past life connection. But this person currently is taking a break. There could be no communication between you at the current time. But this person is missing you. And they're really looking at the connection, is what it feels like. But I really don't feel like there's any communication between you at the current time. All right, so future energy is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit goes to the mountain or into the cave or goes within to talk to God about its troubles, its devils, right? The Four of Pentacles could be finances for this person. They could be going through a financial hard time. But it feels to me like they've closed down. It really does feel like they could possibly be going through an awakening. I mean, this is a very spiritual card. This is a very spiritual card. This is divine intervention. But this is somebody who's closed down, closed off, protecting themselves. But then we end with the Knight of Cups for the future. And the King of Pentacles is somebody that's reliable, stable. He or she, whoever's on your heart and mind, could be working on their finances so they can become stable, so that they can bring this cup to you. So I like the energy. Let's do some clarifying. Spirit, can we clarify the World and the Tower and the Nine of Cups, please? Clarify the World. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. See, I'm telling you, this could have been, they could have walked away from you. You could have walked away from them. They could have ended another relationship. Whatever this was, see, the 9 comes after the 8 of Cups. So somebody in this situation, and I'm asking specifically about your person. So your person was emotionally withdrawing from a situation. Now, this could be from your situation. But whatever it was to move toward their happiness, their wish fulfillment. Clarify the Tower, please. Ace of Swords. I heard cord cutting. Clarity. Let me get one more on this Ace of Swords. What is this Ace of Swords, Spirit? Why is it here? King of Pentacles. All right. Just maybe. So I'm going to spin this a couple of ways because I can. I'm picking up because we have the King of Pentacles twice. So you might, if you, because I'm reading for Taurus and Pentacles is a representative of your sign, right? Your element. And so possibly there could have been a conversation, an epiphany, a realization that came in really strong for your person. You might have walked away from them. They might have walked away from you. Or this could be a divorce too, because sometimes the King of Pentacles is my husband card. Let's see what this Nine of Cups is. What is this Nine of Cups? Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clear, concise messages for Taurus in the month of May in regards to their person, please. What is this Nine of Cups? Clarify the Nine of Cups for Taurus in the month. Ten of Wands. All right, so your person, I'm hearing, didn't show up for you. They had too much on their plate. Being reliable, being stable, maybe even financially stable was too much. But somebody in this situation in the past found themselves heavily burdened. I just kind of feel like there was a situation that was too much, And your person experienced a tower moment that kind of woke them up. Now, this tower moment could have been you leaving them. Maybe that it became too much. Maybe, you know, working and working and working on this Nine of Cups, this happiness, this fulfillment, this wish fulfilled. Perhaps for one of you, it became like hard work. So take what resonates. Either you left this person or they left you. But what I'm really getting for some of you is they might have got divorced. They might have left another situation and ended it because they were, whatever it is, they were tired where they were at and they're moving toward their Nine of Cups. And there's stability here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. King of Pentacles, clarify the King of Pentacles, please. Oh, too many. Let's clean that up, Spirit. Clear, concise messages for Taurus and their love life in May. The Hanged Man again. All right, we're going to get into that Hanged Man over here. But we're starting to get duplicates. So this King of Pentacles is experiencing, because we're ending the past story and moving right into the now moment where it's transitioning, right? It's like picking up here. So let's ask, Spirit, what is the Hanged Man here for in the current energy for my Taurus? Why is the Hanged Man here? See, I'm telling you, for some of you, it's finances, it's money. This person could have experienced a loss in this situation. Whatever they moved away from could have brought on some financial burdens for them. If it's spiritual, this person is doing inner work, inner healing. But this is somebody who's working hard, diligently working hard. Your person could be an overworker. They could be a workaholic. But it feels to me like this person had some kind of a wake-up call in their life or in this relationship. And now they're kind of in this moment waiting, because this is a waiting card. But they're working on something while they're waiting. What are they working on? What are they working on? All right, forward movement. They're waiting for the right moment to move forward. We've got Cancer and Pisces. And we've got earth signs. Well, we've got all the elements here, but as far as players, like people, we have all earth signs. And we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and all the fixed signs. I believe the world is the fixed signs. They're healing from an ending. Some kind of an ending. Yeah, look at that. All right, so something ended for your person, whether it was with you and your relationship with them, or if it was in some other area of their life. There was something that ended. And now they're working hard and they're waiting for movement. Where are they wanting to move? What kind of movement? So they're overthinking, they're overanalyzing, they're trying to see things differently. This is like mind. They feel stuck and unable to move. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? The Moon. One more on the Six of Cups, please. Cancer and Pisces energy again. One more on the Moon. The Four of Cups. Your person's confused. I think they're overthinking. I think that they're afraid of rejection, is what I'm hearing. They're afraid of rejection. This is fear. This is fear of the unknown. But they're missing you. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Why is it here? Temperance, healing. I mean, that's just as clear as you can get. All right, so in the current moment, your person is healing from a past experience that they either had with you or they had with another person, or you know, somebody walked away, you could have walked away, they could have walked away, they could have experienced a breakup with another person. But in the current moment, your person is fearful of repeating the past. And they're afraid of rejection. And they're self-sabotaging, but they are working on trying to balance things out. Because for me, the Chariot has to be balanced. The Charioteer has to have their inner workings done, right? They're working on balancing out and healing. divine timing. They could be waiting for you to reach out. What are they waiting for? Yeah. So they could be waiting for a sign from you. Maybe you had a heavy boundary put up. Maybe you asked for clarity with this Ace of Swords. Maybe you asked them to give you some kind of truth or decision. I'm not really seeing a decision. I haven't seen any twos yet. But they're kind of waiting for an invitation. See how this Queen has her hand out? They're waiting for you, is what it feels like. All right, tell me about this future energy. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here? Wheel of Fortune. So, this is about destiny. It's about timing. They're waiting. It's a spiritual card too. Your person is waiting for a sign from you or a sign from the universe or both. They're soul searching. They're going within. They feel connected. They feel a destiny with you. It could be a karmic connection. I mean, sometimes these relationships are karmic in nature. They bring us together to heal past lives, past problems. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Pentacles. All right, so they could be waiting for money. Again, there seems to be an element of either self-worth or financial worth. And just for maybe a handful of you, if there's a third-party situation, which I'm not really seeing, but we could see it maybe here as I clarify. Sometimes, you know, this is I need to be single. I need to know my value. I need to be independent. So maybe and look I've had this Emperor on the bottom of the deck like 3 times now. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Why is it here? Why is the Four of Pentacles here? The Nine of Wands. This person is very guarded. Either they're guarded or you're guarded. Maybe you've blocked them. Maybe you've put up boundaries with this Queen of Swords. Maybe you've closed off. But it feels to me like they're healing. See, I've seen several cards where there's healing. This is Chiron energy, the wounded warrior. This person could be undergoing a spiritual awakening about their value, their self-worth, about how to be independent and not codependent. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. I want to clarify that one more time. Spirit, clear, concise messages for Taurus. Three of Cups. One more on the Nine of Pentacles. Clear, concise messages for Taurus. Your person doesn't feel worthy. And it could be because maybe they experienced a financial loss in whatever this Tower moment was. Or this could be them learning about their own value, their own self-worth. But this is about wanting to reconnect. In order to make an offer, I mean, we got an offer here, we've got an offer here. But at the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, I'm just going to throw out scenarios, and you guys are going to have to own whatever feels right for you. But it feels to me like this person's waiting for divine timing, waiting until they've kind of done the healing work, the inner work that they need to do in order to know their value, or in order to save money or become financially stable, secure. This person wants to reconnect. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Clear, concise messages, please, about the Three of Cups. There's that choice card. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. All right, so your person is they're wavering. That's the problem here. They're waiting on divine timing. They're waiting on you to be open and receptive. They're wondering if you are going to reject them or accept them. If you're dating somebody else, they could be waiting for you to get single. But there's a choice here that needs to be made. And the options, all right, so what's the other option? So this is making an offer. What is the other option? What are they trying to decide? Clear, concise messages. Whether or not to make an offer. Okay. That, I mean, and there's that Emperor again. 4 times now. This person is trying to become a better version of themselves for you. Here he is, or she. I feel like it's a he, but take what resonates. Here, your person is bringing the Pentacle. And here, they are bringing the Cup. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Four of Wands. And Justice. Judgment and the Empress. So we've had the Emperor, the Empress. This is, you guys are very spiritually connected, Taurus. And your person is trying to create stability. Fours are about stability. We've got the Four of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands. And then the Nine of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands. And bottom of the deck energy is this person is trying to decide if returning to you is the right thing to do or not. But they kind of feel like you're their divine counterpart. Even though in the current energy, this person is the King of Pentacles. There's that Four of Cups again. I mean, the Four of Wands is my 1111 card. It's also an indicator of twin flames for me. It doesn't have to be. I mean, that's just, you know, if it's what you believe is happening in your situation, then own it. If it's not, then don't. Four of Wands is stability, security, it's commitment, it's happiness, it's union. But with the Justice card, again, there could have been a marriage that was broke up. You might have been married to this person. They could be healing from a broken relationship or marriage or home situation. They could be rebuilding their finances. If it is twin flame, then it's divine masculine, divine feminine. It's the awakening. I mean, dun, 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 time to awaken. Justice is trying to balance things out, to make things right, to do the right thing. Okay. I don't want this reading to be so long that nobody wants to watch it. So we're going to get down to business real quick here. Let me pick up all my clarifiers. And we're going to take a look at thoughts, feelings, intentions. All right. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. And then next action. All right, for Taurus. For Taurus for the month of May with the person on their heart and mind. All right. Your person's thoughts, feelings toward them, intentions, and next action. All right, and we're going to get clarifiers. Their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and their future actions. All right, do I want to look at these? We can look at them. So we've got the Five of Swords with the Page of Swords. There seems to have been some kind of argument or... Because the Five of Swords, fives are about change, and swords is about thoughts and speech. It could be an argument. You know, Five of Swords for me is a hollow victory. It's where there was some sort of a battle or argument, but when you win it, you don't feel like you won it. It's ego, right? It's like the ego wants to win, wants to be the better person, wants to be the one to have the last word, wants to be the one to kind of be victorious. But in that victory, it is hollow. It's like you thought you wanted it. You thought it was going to be something else. And in the long run, you don't feel any better. It didn't serve you. You didn't really win. You kind of lost. Everybody loses in the Five of Swords. And the Page of Swords for me is a student. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. He's also inquisitive and he's the researcher. Sometimes it's indicative of them keeping an eye on you or watching you or possibly watching you fight with someone else or struggling in a no-win situation elsewhere. No, this is about this person trying to find clarity. Maybe apologize, maybe trying to They're still deciding whether or not to bring you a solid offer. They're watching and waiting before they make their decision. See, this was about a hollow victory. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But it brought about a need for healing and divine timing. All right, their thoughts of you. Six of Swords, they want things to get better. They're waiting for an opportunity to make things better. They want to bring this out of rough times, rough waters. Or again, if your person experienced a breakup with you or with someone else, they're waiting for things to calm down, maybe. What are their feelings? Confused. They're feeling confused and stuck, unworthy. Wondering if, I'm channeling this, guys. It's like they're wondering if they're good enough. Because the Empress is pretty yummy. She's pretty, she's divine feminine. She's everything anybody ever would want. And maybe if this is you, maybe you put boundaries around yourself. And this person feels like they can't get to you. I mean, we're going from the Six of Swords to the Eight of Swords. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you need to move away from something. Maybe you need to see that you need, because here they can't see and here they're being enlightened. Maybe you need to see that you need to move away from something. But how they feel about you is they feel confused and they feel like you are the best of the best when it comes to feminine energy. What are their intentions? They're going to do the work, guys. They're going to save the money, build the future, build the stability. Or if it's inner work, if it's spiritual awakening, they're doing the inner work. Look at, we've got Temperance again. They're healing. They're working on creating stability and maybe financial stability or self-value, self-worth. But it's coming down to divine timing. Your person they're waiting to heal and stabilize. And they could be waiting for you to leave another situation. Like, I'm getting different ideas and thoughts here. Their next intentions, holy crap, the Tower. With the Six of Swords again, two different decks. You guys are getting a lot of repeat cards. So what is the Six of Swords? Let's use a different deck. What is the Six of Swords? See, this is somebody looking for clarity. And this is like an aha moment. And if you are with another person and this person knows it, because we saw the Two of Swords, that's this or that, they're waiting for that to fall apart. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Clear, concise messages. So we have the Eight of Wands. How do you want to receive? How do you want to receive? We'll take that. Again, they're waiting to reach out. Two of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here twice? So again, the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords again. So your person feels exhausted. They feel like they're an overthinker. Look at this. They are extremely overthinking everything. They are stressed. Mind, exhaustion, guilt, stress. And then there's the Tower. Transformation. I think your person's trying to figure out why they feel so connected to you. I think they're trying to figure out if you would be open and receptive. For just a few of you, if you're in a different relationship right now, they're waiting for that to break up. Sorry guys, the neighbor got a package and my dog's gonna bark now. Bindi! 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 Quiet. Quiet. No. No barking. So, I am still not 100% certain what's going on in your situation, other than your person is going through some shit. They could be going through it because they did you dirty, they had an argument, they broke up. They could be going through a divorce or a breakup with someone else, and they're trying to heal and rebalance, recalibrate themselves to feel good about themselves again. There could be codependence in this relationship. If this was a twin flame connection, for some of you it will be, for others of you it won't. We've had the Emperor several times, the Empress twice. We've had a lot of what I consider to be very, very spiritually awakening cards. The Tower, Temperance, the Hanged Man, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Judgment. But I think what's really going on is your person is waiting for something to calm down and be better before they reach out to you, before they communicate to you and make that offer. They're either working on their own stability, their own healing, their awakening, their learning. There's just a lot of healing happening in your person right now. But there is love for you. We had the Ace of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. We've got the Ten of Cups here. This person, they want to change whatever dynamic is between you. And they're really, really, like really thinking about you, feeling guilty, feeling stuck, feeling remorse. I don't know. I didn't see the Five of Cups. I don't know if remorse is it. But this person, it feels like currently they're in this healing pattern, this holding pattern, trying to figure out whether or not they're waiting for the right moment, period. That's what I'm hearing. They're waiting for the right moment to kind of reach out, to communicate, to text, to try to calm things down, to try to fix things. And that's what their next, that's what they're trying to decide for their next action. But they're waiting for some kind of a sign from God, the universe, or from you. All right, so what is the shadow in this? What is preventing this from happening? What is the shadow? We have vengeful. Find a better way to heal your anger. This negative emotion comes back full circle. You might have fought with this person. What is the shadow here? Selfish. You are wrapped in your own desires. Try looking at and caring about the needs of others. Superficial. You care too much about outward appearances. Start with your inner work, your value, your self-esteem, your personality. This resonates with the cards. Vengeful could be the Five of Swords, could be that Queen of Swords. Maybe you got angry, maybe you blocked them or cut them off, or maybe you moved on with the Eight of Cups and they're angry and it feels like a hollow victory. Selfishness. Wanting. I think your person is being awakened by spirit. We have codependency. This is a relationship addiction. You're relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. And I feel like this is your person. I feel like they emotionally detached. Eight of Cups. Because they were trying to protect themselves from unwanted drama or stress. Codependency. They might have been in another relationship. Maybe they were angry at that other relationship. Like I said, you guys are going to have to fit this where it fits in your story. Tell me about my Taurus viewers. Their person. What is their person's energy toward them at this time in the month of May? Clock. Divine time. I'm telling you, your person's waiting. Needs time, takes time in cycles. Time to heal and progress. And we have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Take what resonates, guys. I'm going to get you some messages from your person. All right, messages for my Taurus. From their person. Messages for Taurus from their person in the month of May. Clear, concise messages. Ace of Swords. 7. I worry about us a lot. I can see it. They're very stressed. They're overthinking. 6 of Cups. Oh, there's a hidden one. 8. I miss you, do you? I feel like that's the 8 of Wands. 6 of Cups. I'm absolutely in love with you. Ace of Cups. And bottom of the deck is reach out. I do feel like your person is waiting for you. I'm not giving you advice and telling you that's what you should do. But that's what I feel like they're waiting for. Messages for Taurus from their person. Look how beautiful. I love you. Messages for Taurus from their person in the month of May. I knew exactly what I was doing. That's that selfishness. Your person, I think they let their ego get in the way of your relationship. We have my life is not as together as it seems. 2 more, please. 2 more, please. Spirit, messages for Taurus from their person. I left before you could leave me. Okay, so now I am going to get you a timing card. I don't really believe that you can get timing in tarot, but this was a deck that was given to me by a viewer, donated to the channel. And so take it as it resonates. Don't hold it too tight. Divine timing for this relationship for Taurus. Change course. You may need to take a different path to get there. Direction, guidance, and alignment. Timing. I think your person is learning that they need to change. I think they're kind of going through an awakening. Timing. One more, please. Okay. All right. I don't like it, but I'm going to put it down. We have a long time. Think long term as you are building something to last. Gradual unfolding future. So I want one more. The more I do, the more contradictive it might become. And then we have your choice. You are running the show and you get to decide. Power, authority, and status. All right, so obviously this person loves you. They're wanting to reach out. They kind of did something. I think they're afraid of commitment. I think they like being single. I think they left you because of fear. They might have a detached, or what's it called? It's not coming to me. But there are attachment styles in your person. It seems like they are avoidant. This person has been hurt. We looked at past energy. Whether it happened with you or someone else, they went through a tragedy is what it looks like. Got their heart broke. They've been trying to heal. They've been trying to be a better person. They want to reach out. They feel spiritually connected to you. But they need to make something right. We had justice, right? So this person, I think they were the problem. I don't think you were. I think you have been learning about your self-worth. You're showing up as the Empress. They're working toward becoming the Emperor. They're working toward healing. But as being the Empress, see how she's wearing the crown, you get to choose whether or not this person is right for you. And Spirit's telling you, possibly, like I said, take it if it resonates, leave it if it don't, that it might take a long time for this person to be able to kind of find their way. Now, that may not be for everybody. Take what resonates. Now, I'm going to get you some advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit for Taurus. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Advice from Spirit. Cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. This is definitely a spiritual connection. Could be a karmic connection. And trust was on the bottom of the deck before, and I wanted to take it, but I didn't, and it came out anyways. So we have, you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Bottom of the deck is transformation. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. I do believe that you are, both of you are creating transformation and awakening in each other. You're a catalyst for healing and change. and transformation. Outside looking in, protection, flowing. Missing piece, need clarity, headstrong. So your person's feeling, I feel they're getting what they got, maybe. I don't like that energy, but it's kind of like they're now experience part of their awakening. They have to experience what they've dealt out. It's karma, right? They made you feel like an outsider looking in. Now I feel like they're the outsider looking in. I feel like they protect themselves, guard themselves. They're avoidant. They have an avoidant attachment. And then we have the missing piece. I do feel like the two of you are very spiritually connected, and you could be soul twins for some of you. But it's like the missing piece. This person is waiting for an epiphany, waiting for an aha moment, waiting for clarity. And they're very headstrong, stubborn, maybe even a little selfish. All right. Let me get you a spirit animal to close it out. And a mindful message. Spirit animal for Taurus and their person in the month of May. Bison, abundance, sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. And bottom of the deck is the Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. That's what I think your person's doing, the observer. He or she is learning life lessons. They're showing up as the student. And what they're learning is wisdom. They're realizing that the way they lived their life and the way they participated in relationships broke a lot of hearts and possibly came back full circle and broke theirs. You could be this person's karma and their catalyst for awakening. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You had trust twice. This person is an avoidant attachment style. They don't trust. They don't feel safe, probably because of childhood wound or a past life experience. And I think that is your trauma bond. I think it's what both of you have experienced. And so this is a catalyst for the awakening. It's coming around full circle. That's why we started the reading with the world. Closing out a cycle of learning and learning how to be autonomous, how to love yourself, how to know your worth, how to have healthy boundaries, how to see the writing on the wall and trust your heart again, how to trust your heart and your inner knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. You actually, I feel, Taurus, I feel like you see them for who they are. And that's why you're the Empress. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie, right? I see you because I see me in you. This has been your reading for the month of May. I hope and pray that this person and you get the healing and the awakening that your souls have aligned together in order to create this transformation. Maybe next month, because this is only a month's energy, guys. Things can change very rapidly. We did have a long time, but I think that's because you've got past life connection. So It doesn't have to be a long time in this lifetime. You might have reincarnated several times together over eons, and it has been a gradual unfolding. Like I said, take what resonates. We will come back next month and see if anything has changed. You get to choose. Spirit says it's your choice. So if you decide to keep this person out of your life, if you decide to, because it looks like you have boundaries, looks like they're waiting for you to kind of loosen those boundaries. They may even be waiting for you to reach out. But I really feel like the ball is in your court, and Spirit's saying you get to choose. You get to choose. It's up to you. All right, so I love you. I hope this resonated. Please drop something into the comment section down below and hit that thumbs up. Drop me a question mark if it didn't resonate, and drop me a heart if it did. And I hope to see you in my next upload. If you are new to the channel and you like the work that I do, please consider subscribing. And I love you. Namaste.